My heartfelt greetings and welcome to the video presentation of the Engineering Exploration Course project. As the name depicts, Hit is Lit. The game is going to be a lit one with no compromisation in the entertainment and learning. It is my teammates with me who made this project successful under the guidance of Professor Radhika Amashi ma'am. I would like to thank our guide, Professor Radhika Amashi ma'am, for guiding us throughout the course. Heading on to the problem definition, which seems tricky in the beginning, but by our guide's assistance, we could understand it better and step into the project. The problem definition says to design a game machine which is portable, user-friendly, entertain the people, comprise of standard parts, and most importantly, it must ensure the safety of the user. Dimensions of the machine should be within 2 x 1.5 feet, should be able to work continuously for 3 hours, budget not exceeding Rs 4000, and must be lightweight. It is basically a Pong machine kind of game where the racket should sense the ball when it touches the ball, and it should push the ball by some necessary force to reach the player. Further, let us see the function tree and the function clustering. We have three main functions, that is, controlling the ball, racket control, and the indication. The sub-functions identified under the ball control are sense the ball and hit the ball. This whole function is controlled by the racket. Next is the racket control. Here, the sub-functions identified are hitting the ball and the sideways motion of the racket. This function of controlling the racket is done by the joystick, where we can move the racket where the ball is heading, and the motor on the racket can sense it and the ball is hit. Last one is the indication unit, wherein if the ball is missed and if it falls in the column, there are the IR sensors which sense the ball and the red light glows. Further, the subsystems identified are the ball control unit, the racket control unit, and the indication unit. Our four brains came up with four different concepts of game with different mechanisms used in them. In the first concept, we can see that the racket is being controlled by a knob to which potentiometer is attached, and the racket moves using the sliding mechanism. Next, we can see that the racket is being moved on the timer belt or the track belt, and it is controlled by the joystick. Here, the hitting is done by a hinge placed on the racket. A small DC motor is placed behind the hinge and a sensor is attached to it. When the sensor senses the ball, the motor rotates and makes the hinge to hit the ball. In the third concept, we can see that conveyor belt is being used for the racket movement and spring mechanism is used to hit the ball. In the last concept, we can see crank and slotted lever mechanism being used to hit the ball. Amidst all this, we four discussed with our guide and came up with the best concept, that is, use of timer belt to move the racket and hinge to hit the ball. Let us now move on to the virtual implementation part, about which we all will be very excited. Heading to the 3D model of the entire system. So here comes the 3D model of our system, and presently we can see the top view. Here we can see 4 rods upon which a racket is placed. This racket's motion is controlled by a motor which is placed on one side, and on the other side there will be a dummy piece installed. By this, the whole racket moves on the timer belt. The timer belt rotates by the motion of the motor. In the racket part, we can see a hinge is being attached, and behind the hinge there will be a motor placed so that when the ball comes, it is sensed and it is hit. The same setup and the same circuit will be placed on the other side of the playing board. Here we can see a ball holding column where when the ball is missed by the racket, it falls in this column, and the sensors attached here sense the ball and the red light is glowing. Further, moving on to the circuit diagram of the entire system. Here we have two motors, one for the motion of the racket and the other for the hitting the ball. We have used a 9-volt battery for powering the circuit and two IR sensors attached which work when the ball falls in the column. When it is missed by the racket, these components are collectively connected to the Arduino. Further comes the flowchart and Simulink model of the entire system. When the game is started, the DC motor on the plotter is on. Then the 2D plotter is started. When the ball comes and touches the ball, it is sensed, then it is hit. When it is hit, it is passed to the other player. If it is not touched, then the ball falls in the column and the red light glows. This is the model of our system. Moving on to the bill of materials required for the entire system. We require foam sheets, aluminum bars, bolts, nuts, hinges, and acrylic sheet. There are the specifications and the quantity required for the system. Foam sheet of 2 x 2 feet and 10 mm thickness. Aluminum bars 55 cm of 8 rods and 12 mm thickness. Bolts 16. Nuts 16 of size M4. Hinge of size 4 x 1, and we require 2 hinges. Acrylic sheet of thickness 5 mm. Moving to the motor sizing and battery sizing of the system. Let us see the motor sizing. Here we require 2 motors on each side. Hence, we will find 2 torques. First torque is for the sideways motion of the racket, and the second torque is for the motor of hitting. The first torque, we can see the torque formula as force multiplied by radius multiplied by the safety factor. Hence, we get the torque as 0.7 kg/meter, and the 2D motor of 150 rpm is required for sideways motion of the racket. The second torque, that is for hitting the ball, is found to be 0.6 kg/cm. Hence, the motor of 120 rpm is required. Coming to the battery sizing, the formula for battery sizing is battery capacity is equal to time multiplied by current at the node multiplied by the number of motors. Here, the time is 3 hours, the current at node is 300 milliamps, that is 0.3 ampere, and the number of motors are 4. Hence, the battery capacity comes out to be 3.6 ampere per hour. Moving to the functional specifications of the entire system. The functions observed are hitting the ball, sense the ball, motion of the racket, indication, and hold the ball. The respective specifications are: for hitting the ball, when the ball is sensed, the DC motor is turned on, which causes the racket to hit the ball with the force required to reach the other player. Sense the ball. The racket should sense the ball within the range of 2.5 cm while hitting. Motion of the racket. The specification is motion of the racket by means of timer belt, which is controlled through joysticks. Indication. If player misses the ball falls in the ball holder, then the red light glows. Hold the ball. It comprises of hollow column which holds the ball when the player misses it. Moving to the modeling and simulation. So this is the circuit of our system where we have two motors. The left one is to control the motion of the racket and the right one is to hit the ball. It is simulated with the code. We use joystick to move the racket, but since here we cannot show the joystick, we chose to use the keyboard inputs. When we start simulating, we have 1 to move left, 0 to move right, and 2 to stop the play. Let me give the inputs. When the input is given as 0, the motor turns right. Hence, the racket moves to the right side. When the input is given as 1, the motor turns left, and hence the racket also turns to the left side. Like this, we can move the racket. When we enter 2, the game is stopped. Thank you so much for watching the video. I would like to take the pleasure to thank our guide, Professor Radhika Amashi ma'am, for guiding us patiently throughout the project.